Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Kontakt tutorial videos. Um, this video is following on from the key switching tutorial. As I explained, key switching between groups just allows for better playability and more variation between patches. In this session I'm going to look at doing the same thing, switching between groups, but using the mod wheel instead of a key. This just allows for more keys to be used for playability and not having to designate them for switching between groups. So as you can see here, I've got the same setup as last time. I've got a flute sound spread over an octave with an organ sound spread over the same octave. I'm just going to close the wave editor. Now the mod wheel switching is a lot easier. Well, it's not a lot easier, it's pretty much the same as the key switching. It's just a different way of going about it. I'm just going to change that. So as before, I'm going to start working on the flute. I'm going to come down to my group start options and click on the box that says always. Now, whereas before we were looking at key switching, this time I'm going to look at controller switching. So, clicked on that. This box opens up if you know where the mod wheel is, if it's on or off, changes the groups. However, I'm going to use this between section here. So if the mod wheel is between 0 and 64, it will play one sound, which is pretty much a halfway split. If it's then 64 to 127, which is the other half, it will play the other sound. So it's quite simple, really. As you can see, we've still got both playing there. If I change that to 1, then we should just have the flute. No. Oh well, we shall try doing it to the organ and see what happens there. So, same again, group start options, click on the box that says always, and start on controller. Now, for this one I'm going to change it to 64 and 127, which is the maximum amount, the maximum value that the mod wheel will go to. There we go. So, as you can see down here, I've got the mod wheel moving all the way down to the bottom, and I have a flute sound. If I push the mod wheel all the way up to the top, I should have an organ sound. There we go. It is as simple as that. There is another way of going about it, like I said, by using this value here. Although it doesn't seem to be as successful to get it working all the time as just doing a halfway split. This halfway split, just like the key switching, it doesn't limit how many you can have. You can do quarter splits and have four you can do quarter splits and have 4 groups, or however many you want. It's just the playability of it. So that's kind of covered the group switching functionality within Kontakt, which kind of completes section 5, which is quite cool. The next section, I'm just going to be kind of rounding up these tutorials and going into looking at saving your project and the different options that are available to you for it. So with that in mind, I shall leave it here and see you on the next session. Cheers.